Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 4 challenge. Hope you guys are doing great. Man, we're going to talk about this very simple technique to help change your life. Welcome if you're watching this on the replay. I will probably upload this to YouTube later. It's live on YouTube, but their live streaming is different than their uploaded videos. So, cheers to y'all. Water. Sarah Elizabeth, Sword Lily, watching on YouTube there. Hope you guys are doing great. Do me a big favor. If you're finding value from this, hit share, like. It's going to be a short one today. Why? I have some sick family members. Milani is getting better, but she does have an ear infection. I just gave her antibiotic. Mason has a little bit of a cough. She's getting better too. Erica had a little bit of a relapse from her flu. She said she had body sweats and chills last night, was up all night. So I was supposed to head to New Orleans to see a friend of mine and make some new friends. I think I had to cancel. So if your screen is showing up as, hey, Facebook user, what you have to do is give StreamYard permission to show your profile. It's nothing big. No big deal. Good morning, Carmen. Gina Gillis is watching me on YouTube. B, what's up? Here's another Facebook user. Gotta give StreamYard your permission. Good morning, Thelma. Linda Halpin. If you're watching this on the replay, you can fast forward to about the 5-minute mark. It's usually when I'm done saying my hellos. Give StreamYard your permission right here, and your name will show up so I can say hello to you. Today's day 4. How you guys have been liking it? We've been talking about goals, goal setting, etc., etc. And in my private group, I usually start off the session with just talking about my private group, by the way, is a paid group. It's a paid monthly subscription. So I know some people have been asking me about it, but once they get hit with the dollar signs, they're like, well, never mind. I'll just catch the free stuff, which is fine. I usually start off with the news, but I won't do that here because there's nothing happy about the news. Oh, this, by the way, is my ranch, Vita Bonita, Experience the Good Life. We're trying to sell it, by the way. It's up for sale. I just lowered the price on Vita Bonita Ranch, 3.15. I think that is a steal for 1,670 acres. So give StreamYard permission. They don't ask you. You just have to click on the link, and we'll go from there. We got 39 people. How are you guys doing today? What have you done about your goals? What are your goals? Let's go revisit that. And where's the ranch? The ranch is in northern New Mexico, about an hour, about 75 minutes from Vegas, New Mexico, up in the north. Very beautiful. Good morning, Carla. Hit share and like. Let's get more people in here. We're at 53. We usually have about 170 people on all the different platforms and groups. So you can tag somebody. You can hit share. We're going to talk about some gratitude. So while we're waiting, the challenges so far was to write down your goals for 2024. Number 2 is to ask your friends and family members about their goals and to see how many of them actually don't have goals or have very fuzzy goals. And number 3 challenge was to decide not to be average, because average in today's world means living paycheck to paycheck. Dr. Ray, it's not all about the money, but you're the one stressed out about your bills. Am I right? Overweight, 2/3 of Americans overweight, 1/3 of Americans obese, 60% divorce rate, 80% to 85% are unhappy or dissatisfied with their work, their job. Okay, just follow the StreamYard link. Thank you very much. Now we can see it's Susan O'Beam. You want yourself to grab a simple journal. I picked these up at Walmart or Dollar Store, around $2. I have my productivity planner. I'm not sponsored by them, but I have my own. Recently, I have 5 journals out. This is Curves to Confidence. You can find this on my Amazon page. It's beautiful. It's colored. Now, the coloring makes it much more expensive. I know AC uses it. It's got motivational quotes, weekly planners. It's really nice. I have 2 that are black and white that are cheaper. They're like $12. One is dog themed and one is cat themed for the cat lovers and the dog lovers. You need something to write on. You can just get a piece of paper. And what I talked about in my private group this morning was that, this time of year is the most exciting time of year for average people. Okay, is the average people. And remember, day 3 was you have to not be average. Decide not to be average. Am I right? What does this mean? Paycheck to paycheck, unhappy at job, divorced, overweight, stressed out, anxiety. Our mental health is horrible. So you don't be average. So New Year's for the average person, this is the time they're most excited. During the next 31 days, we're going to talk about vibration. I know that sounds a little woo-woo. Vibration. Oh my gosh. What's up, girl? How's it going? Sell that ranch. Rita Bonita. Anybody interested in my ranch? Contact Angelina Garcia Sandoval. That's my real estate agent. So, got me all distracted, Angelina. Okay, average people, this time of year is their most highly energetic time. Maybe they had a great New Year's Eve. Maybe they kissed a stranger or two. Maybe they got some strange on their side without telling their husband. Maybe they're looking forward. They've determined that they're going to make a difference. So day 2 challenge was for you to ask your friends and family members, what are they going to do? What are their goals for 2024? And what most of y'all realized that your friends and loved ones don't actually have goals. They don't actually have goals. And if they do have goals, they're fuzzy. Like, oh, I just want things to change, or oh, I'd like to have more money. And if they are like, oh, I want to lose 20 pounds, like a little bit more specific, they have no systems behind it. They have no idea how to get there, what to do, how they're going to earn more money. I just want to be like, have less stress in my life. Okay, well, what does that look like? How are you going to do that? And they don't know. Okay, so that's what it means to be average. Now, this time of year, and think about this for a second. The studies show like this, and they'll go out, right? Like they'll go buy the gym membership, they'll go clean out their pantry. They go buy the cookbook. They buy the online course. They're going to really change their lives. And they go buy some walking shoes and they walk 10,000 steps a day. And most studies show that most of them, something like 95% of them or something like that, give up by the end of 92%. Give up after 3 weeks. So in other words, to be average means that this high level of energy and vibration you're going to give up within 3 weeks. So your decision on day 2 was to not be average. So how do you do that? And the answer is write this down. I had this professor that one time taught me. He said, the eyes will never see what the mind does not know. The eyes will never see what the mind does not know. And this is like, some of y'all, I'll give you an example. Some of y'all did not know that Brussels sprouts grow on this long, tall stalk with Brussels sprouts like all around it. Some people did not know that cantaloupes grow on a vine on the ground. People think that cantaloupes grow up in a tree, like like mangoes or something, or like apples, but they don't. They grow on the ground like watermelon or squash or whatever. And so they're often shocked when they see like cantaloupe on the ground or in a vine or climbing, and you're like, what? What is that? I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm just telling you, the eyes will never see what the mind does not know. So it's easy, if you don't know what's healthy for you, to fall for marketing, to think that if you've had weight loss surgery, chicken McNuggets with cheese sauce is healthy choice. And it's also easy to fall for that. In order to lose weight, you got to go to the gym. But everybody fucking knows that weight loss happens in the kitchen. Abs are, physical fitness is made in the gym. You don't actually lose weight in the gym. In fact, for most people, if you do it right, going to the gym actually puts on weight. It'll slim you, it'll change your body composition or your body shape, but it won't do much for the scale. You actually have to change your diet, but your eyes won't know that. If your mind constantly thinks money doesn't grow on trees, money does not make you happy, it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to get into heaven. If that's what your mind thinks, there's no fucking way your eyes will see how to make money. Does this make sense? Okay. Does this make sense? And so how do I not be average? How do I maintain this New Year's energy level? And what we're going to do is start simply by journaling. Oh, Dr. V, who has the fucking time to journal? See, that's part of the problem there. The fact that you sit there and tell me I'm too busy. I had a retired grandmother came in at my average patient, 5'2", 300 pounds. She looked like a scoop of ice cream, a little round melon ball. And I'm like, why are you overweight? Which is the question I ask every patient. Why are you overweight? And she'll say, and they always have an answer, right? And this particular lady said, I'm just so stressed out. And how does stress put on weight? Oh, well, I have to eat. Well, why are you so stressed out? Well, I have to take care of my grandbabies. I'm like, aren't you retired? She goes, yeah, I'm retired. It's like 65, 66. Well, why are you stressed out? If you're retired, you don't work. Well, I have to take care of my grandbabies. And why is that stressful? Well, you have to chase around I have a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old grandbaby. They're so hyper. Like, don't you like being a grandmother? Oh, I love being a grandmother. But let me understand this right. You're blaming your obesity on your grandbabies? Well, they like to eat and snack and candies and junk. Like, oh, they work, they make money, they know how to drive to go to the store to buy McDonald's, and they know how to buy candy and junk food. Well, no, I do it, but they want it. So all I'm saying is that is a confused mind. So write this down. A confused mind cannot make decisions. This is selling the ranch. This is if you're trying to sell an online course, if you belong to Tupperware or Cutco knives or candles or passion parties, diamond studded dildos, whatever it is you're trying to sell, remember this. A confused mind can never buy. They cannot make a decision. So in my line of work, bariatric patients are often very confused about what was the reason behind their obesity. Every now and then, I'd have one come in, Dr. V, I watched you on YouTube. Why are you overweight? I watched it on YouTube. The answer is, the junk I eat. I said, oh, thank you very much. So this first week, what we're going to do, now that you set your goals, Dr. V, I want to talk about goals. I want to tell you about all the awesome goals that I've done for the year. And You're totally right. My friends and loved ones, they're fucked up. Like, they're so confused. They don't know what they want. Like, can we get back to that? Like, no, not yet, because the mind is confused. And so to unconfuse it, I'll say you need a journal. Who's got time to journal? I got to get to work. I got to eat breakfast. I got kids. I got to get them to school. But they're out for vacation. But listen, people, here's another example of confused mind. They'll say, I'm too busy. I work 60 hours, 100 hours. Who cares? I've got 3 side hustles. I've got 12 kids, 8 plus 8, whatever it is. I'm the manager for Run DMC. Whatever your reason is, you're so busy. The truth of the matter is, everybody has 24 hours a day, including Elon Musk and Bill Gates and Dr. V and yourself. And they are so busy, but they know everything that's happening in Yellowstone. And not just Yellowstone, but the prequel and the sequel, and who knows, the 1823 or the 1950, whatever the show. I don't watch the show. I don't know. Yellowstone, they know everything about the Game of Thrones. Have you seen the new spin-offs? I'm a Star Wars fan. Never seen any of the Disney Plus new Star Wars, the Galadorian, blah, 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 blah. I don't fucking know. They know everything about this. I got to watch my soap operas, Dr. V. And then you say, why? And they'll say, well, because that's my downtime. That's my time to de-stress. Write this down. Tip number 3. Oftentimes what we think are treats are actually punishments. I deserve this snack. I deserve this candy. It's a treat. It's actually a punishment. It will alter your taste buds. It'll fuck with what you think is sweet. You'll never think an apple is sweet as long as you keep putting 3 stevia packets in your tea. You will never think that a cantaloupe is sweet if every night you have to have a scoop of ice cream. Everything, oftentimes what you think is a treat is actually a punishment. So you think you're relaxing by watching Wheel of Fortune. Dr. V, it helps me stay smart and sharp. I watch Jeopardy. Helps me with my mind. It's actually a punishment because you actually put off doing your taxes. You put off paying your bills. You're sitting on your ass. You didn't get your 10,000 steps in. They're actually punishments. All right, Anita Louise? So what I want you to do, here's your challenge. Your challenge. Remember day 4 challenge, right? What are you thinking that are treats in your life that are actually punishments? I'll give you a few. TV shows. You know everything that's happening with Britney Spears. Free Britney, free Britney. You really believe, now lean back, some of y'all are gonna get mad at me, that if you go to the Capitol and march and fight for your democracy, that somehow you're doing something. You're really changing the system. But about 3,000 of y'all about to go to jail. Some of y'all think that if you go downtown and march on a BLM march parade or a rainbow parade or gay bot pride parade, that you're doing something. Maybe, maybe not. And yet you will still argue with me that the number one thing you can do if you really want to change the world, if you want to help your church, if you want to help your cause, if you want to help your favorite charity, the number one thing you can do is not to march, is not to riot. It's actually to make more fucking money. It's actually to make more money so that then you can actually give it away to your favorite charity, to your church, to your cause, your BLM, you can buy more guns, you can buy more ammo. I don't fucking care. The answer is actually more money. You might not like that, but it's true. So your challenge on day 4 is to, what are you thinking are treats in your life that are actually punishments? I need to unwind, Dr. V. It's Margarita Friday, Dr. V. I deserve this glass of wine. It's actually a punishment. Oh, by the way, day 4 of no alcohol for Dr. V. I do this every year, by the way. I try to go after the splurging and the holidays. I try to make it to Valentine's Day. Why Valentine's Day? If you've seen Erica, you know that girl likes her steak and lobster. So I got to take her for a steak and lobster. So what are you doing that you think are treats are actually punishments? Okay. Now, here's the problem. Some people are so resistant, so confused. Their mind is so confused. They sit there and they think, they justify. Oh no, I deserve this. Oh no, this is my time to myself. TV is the only time that I get to escape. It is how I unwind. I'm watching Hallmark movies. I got to know what's happening with the Kardashians. Whether it's TV, Facebook, social media scrolling, it is TikTok is a big one these days. I was talking earlier about Twitch, which is gaming. Gossip. Dr. V, I'm a big reader. I had this patient one time come in. I was like, you need to read more books because they asked me, what can I do? And then, I read a book a day. I'm a good reader. I love to read. I read a book a day. I was like, you read a book a day? Yeah, I read a book a day. What do you read? Fucking fantasy novels. And by fantasy, I mean like the romance novels, like the I can't believe it's not butter sort of, like, Fabio on the cover sort of novels, books. I'm like, yeah, that's like watching soap operas thinking that your life is getting better, right? Look at that. Denise, you are so right. This is a good one. A New Earth, if you want. So, okay. So why are people so resistant to this change, and they argue and they think they need it, and I got to have a snack, and I keep these treats for my grandbabies even though I know it's bad for them, and I love my grandbabies, somehow I'm poisoning them with with I thought when the word came out that chicken McNuggets was made with pink slime that would be the end of chicken McNuggets. No. McDonald's like, we don't care. No one cares. Like, oh, it tastes good. It's made with pink slime, y'all. There is cellulose in Big Macs, in these burgers, these fast food burgers, mold one. Anyway. And the reason why they argue for this is because their minds are confused. And the best way, don't say meditation, Dr. B. No. Meditation is too hard for y'all right now. Because the second you tell someone to meditate, they'll say what? I tried it, but I can't shut off my mind. I will talk about that at a later date because that's not what meditation is. But people are so confused in their head. They think meditation means you got to shut off your mind. All right, Paul, what are you now? And that's not what meditation is at all. Okay. So I figured out you got to even go much simpler than that. So what we're going to do is journal. Who has the fucking time to journal, Dr. B? Listen, write this down. Journaling is 30 seconds. Let me ask you a question. Do you have 30 seconds to change your life? Someone write that down in the comment section. By the way, Gracie, I want to remind everybody, I was a practicing full-time surgeon, director of bariatrics in Albuquerque, New Mexico for a 4-hospital system. I was the only bariatric surgeon. I was on call 24/7. I worked anywhere from 100 to 110 hours a week. And during that time, I wrote 8 books. Since then, I've written 5 more. Okay. Coloring view. Do you have 30 seconds to change your life? This is the question. So everyone who says they are too busy, not only did I write 8 more books while I was a full-time practicing surgeon, I also learned social media. I built the platform. I learned how to do, I built my YouTube channel. I learned how to edit video. I'm not tech savvy. I know y'all looking at me saying, no, Dr. V, I'm not good with computers like you are. I am not good with computers. I did not go the engineering route. I am not a computer nerd. I am not tech savvy. I am an end user, just like all of you mofos. Okay. I had to learn how to edit videos, upload, and I still don't know. I don't code. I don't know how to program. I don't know any of that shit. I can barely hook up my DVD, CD. I mean, I'm still in the DVD era. But they have made it so simple now. So I learned how to edit videos on my iPhone, uploaded my YouTube. I learned how to create online courses through Kajabi. I learned how to link up the banking system, all that stuff. I learned that while being a full-time surgeon. Okay, do you understand this? So everyone says, I'm too busy. They're just full of shit. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's just not real. You have to accept the reality that Elon Musk, Bill Gates, everybody has the same 24 hours in a day. When you let that sink in and you give up this bullshit about I'm too busy, then your life will start changing. Do you have 30 seconds to change your life? Because the pushback is, Dr. V, I'm too busy. I don't have time to journal. Like, here's one. I get overwhelmed, that sort of stuff. And that's what I'm not picking on you, Denise. I'm telling you, this is what we're gonna fix. I'll say, hey, go get a journal. Like, oh my God, it's $12. Well, go to Walmart, get this. Oh my God, it's $2. You got scraps of paper lying around. Somebody sent me this info on a laser. Look right on the back. Like there's just blank paper. It takes you no time. Trust me. You get past all that. Do you have 30 seconds to change your life? And I'm going to give you. So Brian Tracy says, if you don't know Brian Tracy, you can look him up. He has a lot of YouTube videos. He's a business development guy. He's old. He's an OG. That means original gangster. I've learned a lot from Brian Tracy. This is his book, Maximum Achievement, by Brian Tracy. And I was listening to one of his videos. And blah, blah, blah. And I have it going in the back. This was 2012. And I am writing my best-selling book, Ultimate Gastric Sleep Success, which some of y'all found me through, Ultimate Gastric Sleep Success. And I'm typing. And Brian Tracy YouTube videos going on in the background. And he's giving tips for success. Get up earlier, go to sleep earlier, plan your day the night before, yada, yada, none of which I do, except for getting up early. Da, 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 da. And then he goes, I interviewed thousands of successful people. And here is the one tip that they tell me that radically changes their lives. And they all do it. And he said it. I said, wait, what? And I stopped it. I rewound it. I rewound it too far. And so he's talking about other shit. I start typing again. And then he goes, and that's the number one thing that all these successful people said that says changes their lives. I said, fuck, I missed it again. Have you ever done that? So I rewound it. And he's talking, and I start typing again. And then I hear, and that's the number one tip that these people say change their life. I was like, God damn it, I missed it again. So I rewound it. This is how messed up I was. This is how messed up I was. Remember in 2008, I was $4 million in debt. Hurricane Ike hit me. My father had died. I tread water for 3 years. I eventually, 2011, declared bankruptcy. 2018, I walked away from medicine. I retired. So it's not the end of the world. But why was I so messed up? I'm telling you, I was really messed up. So I said, okay. I rewound it one last time. I stopped what I was doing. And I sat there and I actually listened to him. And here is the number one tip he says that all successful people do that change their lives. Get out your journal. And some of y'all, there's 100 of y'all watching on all the platforms, are saying, I haven't gotten my journal yet. Why? We're on day 4. Why don't you have a journal? We're in day 4. This is part of your problem. And here's your tip. And we're done with today's lesson. You're going to write this very simple sentence. You can put the date, 1/4/24, y'all. On my checks yesterday, I had to write 1/4/24. Don't forget the 24. You put the date on the top. And then you say, here's a sentence. He said, this is the sentence that changes your life. I am grateful and thankful for blank. Someone write that in the comment section. I am grateful and thankful for blank. And this is how you need to start your mornings, with gratitude. And this will take you 30 seconds. You write down 5 things, 10 things. I'm grateful and thankful for my shitty ass husband, my broke ass husband. Some people are so fucked up. That's how you have to start. I'm grateful and thankful for the shitty little apartment I live in. I am grateful and thankful for my crappy job. Hey man, that crappy job is keeping the lights on. Right? So then eventually you go, okay, I'm grateful and thankful I have a job. I'm grateful and thankful my mom is healthy. My mom got over the hospital scare. I'm grateful and thankful that, some of y'all forget, why am I doing this? Because 2 weeks ago, I was dying in a hospital bed. I had a GI bleed. I had diverticular bleed. Thank you very much. I had a diverticular bleed. I had to have 2 units of blood. I have a 8-month-old baby. I was like, I'm not going to be around for my baby. So I'm grateful and thankful for my good health. I'm just gonna write down. I'm gonna read out loud what I'm writing. Okay. You write what's for you. Don't just say I'm grateful and thankful for health. Everyone's have health. Even the person that's dying in the hospital has health, just not good health. I want to make sure you have good health. So number 1, I'm grateful and thankful for my good health. Number 2, I am grateful, and write what makes sense for you, and thankful. And you need to write it, not just say it, for my loving, supportive family, because we're discussing a move from Houston back to Santa Fe and business projects, etc. I am grateful, I'll give you one, and thankful for my following, that's you guys, who love me and support me. Am I right? Who put up with my cussing, who put up with my rambling, who shares my feeds, who tells other people, hey, are you watching Dr. V? He's like on fire for this New Year's thing. Number 4, I am grateful. So I'm gonna give you one that's gonna blow your mind. Okay, I am grateful and thankful. Oh, the other thing, when you're journaling, don't write things like they are. You want to write things you want in your life in the present tense, not like I will earn, I will lose, 20 pounds. You want to write it in the present tense, right? So let's say you currently take home $4,000 a month, which is average salary. You don't write, I'm grateful and thankful to be, conditional tense, earning $8,000 a month. You want to write it down in the present tense, Uncle Pup. Write it down in the present tense. I am grateful and thankful to earn $8,000 a month. So for Dr. V, I'm grateful and thankful to earn, because I don't want anyone to give it to me. I want to earn it, to earn $100,000 a month. So lean back. Do what's right for you. I'm just telling you what's right for me. And then, I am grateful and thankful for the multiple business opportunities I have to choose from. Oh, one more. If Angelina, if my real estate agent is still watching, I will write, I am grateful and thankful my ranch is under contract, which is not, but I'm writing the future like I want it now, like it's present tense, right? I want to sell my ranch. I write it like present tense. I'm grateful and thankful that it's under contract. That's 6 things. All right. I'm going to tell you. Oh, Uncle Pup, look at this. Look at this. Nope, it's right behind me. I got it. Here you go. Just for you, buddy. There you go. Just for you. There she is there. My real estate agent's still watching. Why aren't you selling my ranch? My ranch listing will close in February. Oh my God, that'd be amazing. Then we can get the Pecos. Now, what I did when my life was really shitty, when I was a mess, when I was broke, when I was in Illinois away from my family because I had fucked up so badly, I wrote the same thing over and over again. Same thing over and over again. You know, I'm grateful and thankful. My 3 or 4 goals every day. I'm grateful and thankful that I'm strong and healthy. I'm grateful and thankful that I'm happy. Because for some people, they have a lot of depression and anxiety. At that time, I had a lot of depression and anxiety. I'm grateful and thankful for my happiness, and I wasn't happy, but I wrote it like a present tense. I'm grateful and thankful that I have 100,000. I didn't even have $100,000 in the bank. I was broke. Grateful and thankful I had $10,000 in the bank. Whatever you need. And I wrote the same 3 or 4 things over and over again every single day. And I'm telling you, mofo, if you will not take 30 seconds, and I did that talking, to jot down every morning in a $2 Walmart notebook, then I cannot help you. There is no amount of going to church that's going to change your life. There is no amount of books that you buy that never read that will change your life. There's no amount of online courses. There's no amount of Joel Osteen that you can watch. There is no amount of Steve Harvey that you can watch that will change your life if you are not willing to sit down for 30 seconds and write down what you're grateful for. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about gratitude in deeper detail, because gratitude is where it all starts. Gratitude is where I'm grateful and thankful for my shitty husband. I am grateful and thankful for my rugrats. See, the way your snarkiness and how you say that is a reflection of what's going on in here. Does this make sense? When you sit there and say, I am grateful and thankful for my shitty job, that means there's a lot of problems up in here. That shitty job could be what's keeping the lights on, man. I'm grateful and thankful to have a roof over my head. My bills are paid. And let's say you have $1,000 in you're down to your last $500, and all you can believe in is, I'm grateful and thankful I have $1,000 in my bank account. I mean, that's, you can't imagine $100,000 in your bank account. It's too big of a leap. But when you sit there and you say, like, I have 1,000, I can do that. I'm grateful and thankful for my health. I'm grateful and thankful. Like a month ago, I was in the hospital, man. I was bleeding, 8-month-old baby. What are you going to do? Right? Okay. And what we say in my tribe, in my paid group, is this is, our practices. We take something from Buddhism, which is, and I'm not a Buddhist, by the way. So these are the daily practices, our journaling, our meditation, our positive talk, our positive thing. Some people, if I made you, in fact, if I didn't even make you, if I walked around behind you and just typed everything you were thinking, or if there was an app that, maybe with Neuralink, Elon Musk's Neuralink, like tap into your brain and it transcribes all of your thoughts, not only would your thoughts be negative, Carolyn Misa says, your thoughts would be toxic. Write that down. The words you use to describe your life and your situation and what you think and believe and feel are not only just negative, but they are toxic. And it's the last thing. And it's not your fault. I want you to understand that before you turn me off and you're like, oh my God, he's yelling at me. It's not your fault. You are a conditioned response from your upbringing, your childhood, your negative parents who were just doing the best they could, your mother-in-law, your ex-husband, your ex-third husband, your preacher who condemned you to hell, your school counselor that said you wouldn't amount to be anybody or anything, marketing that says that in order for you to be loved, you got to buy the latest iPhone, you got to get an awesome leopard print robe, you got to go buy, spend. It's not your fault, right? Because no one has ever shown you how to take back control of your life so you can actually live the way you want. Angelina, sell my ranch in February. Love y'all very much. Have an amazing day. I will see you tomorrow, Same bat time, same bat channel. If you got value from this, please like and subscribe. Please do me a favor, hit the share button. Please tell somebody about it. We can change some lives together. And this is just the start. We got more to do, y'all. We got more to do. Love y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye.